Hey, Facebook friends. Good evening. Good evening. Happy Saturday. Hello, hello. Good evening. I'm going to wait for a few more folks to hop on here. Melissa Ray coming to you on this Saturday evening. Rather late for me to be coming on live, but I felt that there were several things that I needed to address due to all of the comments, questions, inquiries that I've received today after several of my posts that I've made today. On this day, 6 years ago, was a day that I would like to forget. On this day, I underwent my first back surgery for a herniated disc. I was diagnosed with degenerative disc disease back in 2000, the year of 2000, and had avoided majority of surgeries and issues through my diligent Tai Chi practice for many, many years. And then I had a herniated disc, and the doctor said, you're going to have a surgery after going through all of the typical injections, nerve blocks, ablations, and those type of procedures, and not finding anything that was helpful for me. They said I got to a point where I couldn't walk. And literally I couldn't walk. And so at that point, I knew that I was going to have surgery. Hello. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Janie. I am sharing my story again because I've had lots of inquiries today and questions and comments. And so I'm like, I know it's late, but let me hop on here. So I've invited a bunch of people to jump on here so they could hear my story. But anyway, yeah, so today, March 2nd, is today, 6 years ago in 2018 is when I had my 2 back surgeries. And the first surgery was supposed to be a very, very simple, non-invasive surgery. It was just I had a herniated disc, and, they said, we're going to go in, shave off the herniated disc, and you're going to be good as new. I was like, okay. At that point, I got to the point where I was trying to avoid surgery, but it got to where I really didn't have a choice because I couldn't walk. The herniated disc was pressing against my spinal column, and I just couldn't walk. I couldn't take a step without agonizing pain. So I gave in. I was like, okay, let's do this surgery. So I went in March 2nd, 2018, and went in for my first surgery. I came out of that surgery and was in recovery I was in the hospital for 3 days. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 3 days for the first surgery. Let me get them straight. The first surgery, I was in for 3 days. And then I went home, and my mother was here staying with me to take care of me. But from the moment that I came out of surgery, like, they could not control my pain. They could not control the pain. And I was screaming. I mean, no matter how much pain medicines they gave me in the hospital, nothing was controlling my pain. And so it got to the point, at one point when I was in the hospital, they had given me 8 injections of morphine that sent me into convulsions. That's how much they had overdosed me. And that's another story. But anyway, I'll move on from there. So Anyway, I get home. I go home after 3 days of being in the hospital. My mom was here staying with me, and I still couldn't take a step. I still couldn't walk. I couldn't walk. And I was uncontrollably screaming and just like knew that something wasn't right. There was just something that wasn't right. And my mom was like, we've got to do something. So they called the hospital, and actually they called an ambulance, and an ambulance came and picked me up. I was rushed back to the hospital. And within 30 minutes of arriving to the hospital, I was told that, Melissa, Mrs. Ray, you're being rushed back to emergency surgery now, or ultimately you're going to die. It turns out that at the time they thought it was they were saying it was a blood clot in my spine. But it turns out it ended up, after they got in, it ended up being an epidural hematoma. And I was bleeding out severely in my spine, and the blood was pooling in my spine, and they said that it would go to my brain and ultimately kill me if they didn't stop the bleeding immediately. So devastated and completely just in shock of what I was really, I'm like, am I really living this? So they rushed me back to surgery number 2. 3 days, it was actually 4 days after I went home. Yeah, so it was 4 days after my first surgery. So I get rushed back. There was no time to argue, no time to do nothing. It was like, boom, 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 we're doing this. You're okay. So in the second surgery is where things get really, really interesting, okay? So the epidural hematoma in my lower part of my spine was, I guess, very tricky to get to. And at this surgery, they had to do a 2-level laminectomy. And if you don't know what a laminectomy is, they actually removed 2 levels of bone from my spine. I have a huge indent in my spine now, and you can see it on my back. I might even show you on my scar if anyone wants to see it. But so they had to do a 2-level laminectomy where they removed bone from my spine, and they got to it. They got to it, and they fixed it. They patched me up, and another 5 days in the hospital, this time with 2 tubes inserted into my spine because they were draining the blood from my spine. So I had these 2 huge pouches, and I might post pictures after this, but I had these 2 huge pouches that were hanging off here with these tubes that were inserted into my spine, where they were drawing the blood out of my spine. And so I was in the hospital for like 5 days after that surgery, and then I was sent home. And for the next 5 years, I would suffer 24/7 agonizing pain, nonstop 24/7 pain. And this pain that I had in my spine, and specifically where they did the 2-level laminectomy, I had the most irritating, bone-throbbing ache that was just unbearable. If you've ever broken an arm, if you've ever broken a bone before, you know what I'm talking about. That is one pain that is like no other. When you break a bone, that bone throbbing pain is agonizing. I broke my wrist when I was in elementary school, and I still have a lot of trouble from this broken bone to this day. But anyway, back to the back. So I had this bone throbbing pain that just wouldn't go away. I saw probably 5 or 6 neurologists following that surgery to get some answers. My mobility was still suffering. I could still barely walk. For about 2 years, I had to walk around with a cane. Some days I couldn't even walk at all, so I wouldn't, because the pain was so bad. But I had suffered for, for the last 5 years, just an agonizing pain. I went to pain management. I had 3 different pain management doctors, and they all tried different procedures. I've had every nerve block, nerve ablation, cortisone injections. They put me on at least 4 different trials of prescription pain relievers, which I couldn't take any of the prescription pain drugs because they all made me violently ill. It's not very fun to be puking every day when you are suffering with chronic back pain, right? So, the trial and errors, months of trial and errors with the drugs that they had prescribed me were just horrific in itself. And I relentlessly kept telling my doctors, I can't take pain meds. I can't take pain meds. They're making me sick. They're making me sick. I would throw up every day. I was throwing up. And they were just like, give it a couple weeks. Let's try this one. Just give it a couple weeks and, you'll get used to it. Your system will get used to it and then you'll get better. And after that 3 or 4 week trial of me throwing up every day, I was like, okay, I finally was like, okay, no more pain medicines. I can't do them. They tried the different nerve medications, Lyrica, gabapentin, oh gosh, I'm trying to think now some of the other ones. Those are just a few, the most horrific ones on the list for those that have taken them before and know what I'm talking about. That had just completely had me out of my mind. I was completely crazy out of my mind on those drugs. And again, no relief of my pain whatsoever. So I'll just jump ahead, after all the doctor visits, they had determined that in my MRIs, they had determined that I had suffered permanent nerve damage from the second surgery. I was even told by one of the neurologist specialists that it appeared in one of my MRIs that the surgeon had accidentally put a little nick in the main tendon that connected my SI joint to my hip. And that's why I was having so much pain in my hips. When I tell you I could not sit, I'm sitting down right now. I would have already had to been standing up. I could not sit for more than 5 minutes. The pain in my hips was unbearable. It literally felt like a ton of bricks holding me down on my hips. It was just unbearable pain. So, doctor after doctor after doctor I saw. One neurologist recommended that I have a fusion. I'm only a few months out of recovery from 2 surgeries that didn't help me and make me worse, and now they're wanting me to consider having a fusion. And again, not guarantee me that it would help at all. It might work, it might not work. I was not willing to take the risk. Like, y'all had 2 chances to get it right, and y'all failed. So, I had another surgeon that said, yeah, I definitely think you need a fusion, because apparently where I had the laminectomy, where they removed the 2 levels of bone from my spine, had now collapsed. And everything below my L2 and L3 were collapsing. So I'm told, fusion. No. So after months and months and months and months and months and months of seeing all these pain management doctors and all these doctors, I pretty much just gave up and just quit going to them. I had great health insurance, but my medical debt was up to here. And following those surgeries, I'm still paying for those 2 failed surgeries today. And all of the medical procedures and stuff that I had following that. I'm still paying for those surgeries severely, not only physically, but financially. The pain management doctors that I saw, pretty much my last pain management doctor that I saw was last February. And I'll never forget the day that I walked out of his office because I wanted to end my life that day. He told me there was nothing else he could do for me. Had already tried all of the normal procedures, tried all of the prescription drugs, and nothing was working for me. They recommended that I try a pain pump and go through another surgery to have a pain pump implanted into my spine that would have electrodes. I don't know if y'all know what a pain pump is, but it would feed electrodes into my spine, and it would feed morphine or whatever they would send me. I'm pretty sure he told me it was morphine that would send morphine into my spine 24/7. Now, I was working full time. I was still working full time from home because I hadn't been able to go back to work since I'd had my surgeries 5 years later. Was still working from home, but I was working full time. And I was like, there is no way that I can function with an implant in my spine and still do my job as a business professional doing finance work, very strenuous, thought-provoking finance work, and be on morphine all day. Like, that just didn't sound feasible to me. And plus, again, no guarantees that it would even give me any relief at all. No guarantees that my body would even accept the device. And then there's the no guarantees that my insurance was even going to cover it. The cost of it. Or that I was going to be able to afford another, more medical debt. So he said, this is all I've got to offer you, Mrs. Ray, unfortunately, and I'm releasing you today. He handed me a pamphlet of the Norvik device, I believe was the brand. Here is this pamphlet that I'm handing you. Good luck. That was all he said. We're releasing you. At that moment, talk about feeling defeated. I was ready to end it all. I was ready to hang up the towel. I was ready to check the fuck out. Sorry for my language. Sorry, Facebook. Sorry everybody watching. I'm sorry if I get a little emotional. Because I'm telling my full story here. I haven't told many. I haven't shared this before. But I was ready to fucking check out. I had zero quality of life None. No quality of life. I didn't sleep ever. And of course, there's the depression and all the things with it. But I was done. I was done. I was ready to check out. I sat in my car that day for like 2 hours after that appointment, just sitting there bawling my eyes out. I didn't know what I was going to do. I don't know what happened that day, but something kicked in and was like, Melissa, now is the time. There's no one here that can help you. No one has answers for you. So I decided to take matters into my own hands. And I started researching. I started researching, and I started researching, and I started researching, and I came across so much information about chronic inflammation. Now, I'm sorry, I'm not really looking through the comments right now. I will try to go back through them here in a minute and answer all of y'all's questions. I am in Kentucky. I know you're asking me what state I'm in. Sin, I think that's how you. I'm in Kentucky. I'm in Kentucky. I decided to. I did research on chronic inflammation. And started looking up anti-inflammatory diet. And when I looked into inflammatory diet, I looked at foods that I was eating that may be causing an inflammatory response to my body. Now, if you know anything about inflammation or have done any research at all, inflammation starts in your gut. Okay? Inflammation starts in your gut. Now, I'm going to back up a little bit and let you know that I've also have suffered with severe Crohn's, IBS, ulcerative colitis since my early 20s. So I've always had gut health issues. And even though I've been to my doctor, my gastroenterologist repeatedly tested me for celiac, and I was not allergic to gluten, apparently. But when I started looking into inflammation, the number one thing that contributes to inflammation is gluten. So I just, it's like, I looked at this list, I looked at the list of things that and I've always eaten kind of healthy because of my gut, but I was still looking at things like, I was still eating gluten. I don't eat red meat, because I haven't eaten red meat since all of my life, because I've never, not for health reasons, but because I never liked it. But I started looking at like how much sugar was in my diet, sweeteners that I was using. I cut out dairy. Any kind of trans fats, fried foods, which I didn't eat a lot of fried food anyway, really a whole lot. Refined carbs, alcohol. Alcohol was a big one because I had gotten so depressed, I would drink alcohol. Not a lot. No, every once in a while with dinner, socially, would have, a drink here or there, but nothing much. But anyway, that's another item on the list. So when I just started looking at all these things on the list, like, let me just cut out every single one of these items on this list that may just possibly may be causing an inflammatory response in my body. Just maybe. So I started cutting all those things out. And I've had a lot of people that have asked me, well, what do you eat? What do you eat? What do you eat? And I'm like, well, it's not so much what I eat. It's so much of what I don't eat, what I avoid. I'm not perfect. I still like to, I don't drink. I haven't had alcohol in almost 2 years now. I haven't had gluten. I don't do dairy, sugars. But people ask me, and a lot of people have asked me, what, diets, what's your diet that you're following? And I just tell them, Google anti-inflammatory diet. Just Google an anti-inflammatory diet. And you're going to see you're going to see a whole lot of inflammatory diets out there. And they're all pretty much the same. And what they're going to show you is things to avoid. More so, and they're going to tell you the foods that can cause inflammation, that can contribute to inflammation. So I just started cutting those things out. Here's where it gets interesting. So at the end of February, thank you, Jay. At the end of February, like I said, a couple days later, this was towards the end of February. I just went to that last the last pain management doctor. So I started cutting out all this stuff out of my diet. And a good friend of mine, who is involved, who is an affiliate with this company, reached out to me because she saw all of my posts and videos about me constantly talking about my chronic pain and this and that. And she was like, the company that I'm with has an all-natural anti-inflammatory. You may want to try it. And I thought, nah, I don't. Nah, I passed her up. I passed it up, and I passed it up, and I passed it up. Yeah, seed oils are really, really bad too. Yes, ma'am. So I kept passing her up. But then after a couple weeks of her sending me a message, I was like, you know what? Let me go back and take a look at that and see what that was all about. So she sent me a link. And I went to the page and I checked it out, and it says that it is supports joint and organ health, supports healthy circulation, supports healthy heart support, and immune health. I don't know that that's going to help me. Until I looked at the ingredients. Fish oil. And for the people that have joint pain, osteoarthritis, like I do, I have severe osteoarthritis. You know that fish oil's, one of the best things they tell you to take for joint pain. But this has fish oil, turmeric. Uh-oh, did I freeze that? And most people, sorry, my Wi-Fi froze up. Turmeric, which most people know that turmeric is another anti-inflammatory, right? Turmeric. Cosanin Q10. I've taken Cladrortin, Cosanin Q10 for attempting to help with pain in joint health. It has garlic extract and black pepper. All ingredients are for anti-inflammatory. All ingredients in this one product is for anti-inflammatory. I was like, hell, let me try it. She said, well, you can try it for 90 days, and if it doesn't work for you, they have a 90-day empty bottle money-back guarantee. I was like, all right, well, at this point, I have nothing to lose, and so let me order it and see. Let me try it out and see. So I ordered it. It showed up within like 3 or 4 days. I got it very quickly, to my surprise. I started taking it 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. And within about 2 weeks later, I started noticing that the severity of my throbbing bone pain in my back was starting to ease down a little bit. Like, it was still there. It was still there. But it wasn't as bad as it had been for the last 5 years. And by week 3, the bone throbbing pain was gone. Completely gone. Completely gone. The bone throbbing pain in my spine was gone. I didn't want to believe it. I did not want to believe that the supplement that I had just found was helping me, along with my diet, of course. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe that I had suffered for so many years, and all I needed was to eliminate the inflammation in my body. Now, why couldn't one of my doctors have even thought about that, had even suggested that I had inflammation? I mean, everybody knows, pretty much everybody has some degree of inflammation in their body, right? But I had chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation that was causing my pain to be 3 times as worse than it should have been. And so, from this day, from the end of February last year, beginning of March, when I started taking these products, and this was the first product that I took, I knew that I had found my answers. I knew I was on the right path. Finally had answers. So I continued my routine with my diet and continued taking this little supplement right here. And I haven't been back to a doctor since. And it just has been the most amazing journey over the last year. And so many people that are near and dear to my life, my family and friends that have seen me in my worst, or have just been just overwhelmed at how well I have healed over the last year. So, when I became pain-free, I, of course, decided that I need to let other people know about this product. I need to let people know that they need to heal their gut health, and they need to get their gut health right through diet. That has to be done through diet. Diet change with proper supplements. So I started looking at the other products with this company, and I started ordering other products. And everything that I started a daily routine, and these products have 100% helped me keep the inflammation out, and have helped me strengthen my muscles, my tendons, and my broken bones in my back. I'd like to say they're broken, they're just gone. So, I have about this much that there's no bone in at all. And, so I started taking these products, and, gut health is everything. Gut health is everything. And it just, I started, long story short, yes, I joined this company as an affiliate because I felt the need that I needed to share with people that you need to try this product. You need to try some of these products. Not to push products on people, but to tell you that these products can help you heal your gut health. So over the past year, I have continued on this journey of trying to share my story with people and encourage them to get your gut health in check. Fix your gut health by whatever means. If it's not with the products that I suggest to people, at least get your diet right. Eliminate inflammatory foods from your body, and see if that doesn't give you some type of relief. And if I can help one person through my story, then I feel like I've done my due diligence, because I have been in so many support groups over the last years, searching for answers, suggestions, looking for products or anything to help me when the doctors couldn't help me. So when I found my answers of eliminating my chronic inflammation and finding these products that help keep my inflammation at bay, I just have continued to try to share my story. But it's not so easy because a lot of people don't want to believe. A lot of people, everybody is different, and I realize that. But when it comes to what I've realized is, and the people that I have helped near and dear to me, including my own father, with his chronic back pain. I have degenerative disc disease because I inherited from both of my parents. Both of my parents had multiple, they both had spinal fusions and had, that's where I inherited my disease from, unfortunately. But when I recommend these products to people and then they send me a message and tell me that, and I recommend and tell, send them links and show them foods to avoid, foods to stay away from, even down to your fruits and vegetables. People don't even realize there's fruits and vegetables that can cause an inflammatory response as well. I'm not going to sit here and go through them all. Like I said, you can easily Google anti-inflammatory diet, foods that cause inflammation, foods to avoid. The specific diet that I had followed was called the Whole30 diet. WHOLE30. Whole30. So yeah, I joined, became an affiliate with this company so that I could start telling people how much they had helped me get my life back, helped me alleviate, keep my inflammation at bay. I finally started sleeping for the first time in 5 years. And I was back to doing Tai Chi again. I've been practicing Tai Chi for 24 years. And I've been a Tai Chi instructor for, 14 years. That was taken away from me, of course, when I had my back surgeries. I'm not instructing, but I continued my practice. Tai Chi, if no one knows what Tai Chi is, it is a martial art, but the form that I practice is the Taoist Tai Chi form, and it's just very, very gentle on your body. No other exercise I'd ever tried I could ever do, but Tai Chi I could do. But anyway, I'm back to doing, through my recovery over the last year, I was able to start doing my Tai Chi practice again and going back to classes again. And I'm really hoping to start instructing classes again. That's my passion. Tai Chi is my passion. It's because I used to work with people, even, people with handicap. I worked with a lot of people with handicaps. And really, really, that's my passion, is helping people feel better and live better. But anyway, just back to my story. So yeah, I became an affiliate with this company. And I've just been kind of sharing my story over the last year. And it just... But people now want to know, Melissa, what's your routine? What are you taking? What are the supplements you're taking? What are you doing? What are you eating? I get so many messages on here and on my TikTok platform. But anyway, so people want to know what my daily routine is, so I'm going to share with you what I take on a daily routine and what I've been taking on a daily routine over the past year that has helped keep my inflammation at bay. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to work for everyone. I'm absolutely not saying that it's a fix for everyone, but if you are, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to plug my phone in before it dies. Let me plug it in here. If you are as desperate as I was, then you will want to try anything. You will want to try anything for relief. I would have gone out and eaten a pile of dog poop if someone had told me it would have gotten rid of my pain. That's no lie. That's how desperate I was. But anyway, I'm going to share with you all what I take on a daily basis that has fixed my gut health and ultimately eliminated the inflammation from my body and helped me reduce my pain and get my life back to where I am today. So I'll show you what I do. But again, I am not here to sell you products. I am an affiliate for this company now because I get a steep discount on being an affiliate, and I don't do this to make $1. Okay, let me just put that out there. I don't do this to make $1. I do this. Sorry, my Wi-Fi is going to keep freezing. I do this so that I can help people. I don't make money off selling products, but I do make a little bit of money for referring people to join the membership. This company that I am with is a membership club, much like Costco or Sam's. I belong to both. You pay a membership fee, what is it, $140 a year now, so that you can, pay a membership fee to Costco or Sam's so that you can go and shop at discount, right? So this company that I'm with is this exact same concept. It's a membership club. It's a wholesale membership club that you can buy products. You pay a membership fee and you get these products at wholesale cost that are very, very, very affordable. And just so happens that they helped me more than anything that I've ever tried ever in the last 6 years. So again, like I said, this is a membership club, and I do get commission when I refer someone to join the membership club. Then I do get commission for referring someone to join, and they join. But that's it. So I'm going to share with you the products that I take, and again, like I said, I'm not here to push products on you. I'm just here to share with you, to tell you what healed my gut health, what worked for me. This is just my personal story of what worked for me, okay? And I know this is probably going to be backwards, but this is factor 4. Can I mirror this somehow? Maybe not. Okay. This is called factor 4, and this is the anti-inflammatory. This was the very first product that I started taking that eliminated my inflammation within 3 weeks and got me pain, reduced that chronic throbbing bone pain in my back. I take 2 of these in the morning. They are soft gels. I take 2 of these in the morning and 2 of these in the evening. Factor 4, anti-inflammatory. And I haven't taken mine tonight, so I'm going to lay them out here so I can make sure I take them. This is my anti-inflammatory that I take twice a day. When people ask me what's one product that I should start out with, all of my family and friends that have come to me, including my father, have been taking this for over a year. And it's helping them. Along with that, I take a multivitamin. And people say, well, what's a multivitamin do for you? Well, this is formulated with iron. I was iron deficient. Extremely iron deficient. And I won't go through all the vitamins on here, but I'm just showing you my daily routine. Again, so this is a multivitamin. I take 2 multivitamins. I also take a D3K2, and I was taking my pain management doctor actually had me on a prescription of vitamin D and B12. But this is D3K2, and the difference is you need the K2 in order to give you proper absorption of the vitamin D. I'm not claiming to be a medical professional, but I have learned and done my research and know through training that it's important to have the K2 for proper absorption. We don't get enough vitamin D. Especially here in Kentucky where I'm at right now. It is so gloomy and cold. I don't get the sun. I don't get the sun like I need it. It's essential. It really is. Vitamin D is very, very essential for your bone health. And so yeah. So there you go. I take two of these in the morning. In the evening, which I have taken magnesium for many, many years, also prescribed by my doctor, recommended by my doctor, is to take a magnesium. And if you know anything about magnesium at all, it is vital to every functioning you must have proper magnesium in your body for all your organs to function properly. Magnesium is so essential for your body. And so yeah, I take 2 magnesiums in the evening, and this has also helped me sleep. So I take magnesium. Now, those are my supplements that I take, and now I'm going to tell you what I do, what I believe has fixed my gut health. I know it has fixed my gut health. Starting off in the morning, I do this. It's an organic mushroom coffee. And if you have done any research on adaptogen mushrooms, you know that they are also good for eliminating inflammation. You might have even seen some of the fancy coffee brands here on this platform. Some of the other mushroom blend coffees out there that all advertise helps reduce inflammation, right? So yeah, organic mushroom coffee in the morning. This is organic. It's USDA certified organic too, and it's got six varieties of mushrooms in it. It's fiber for weight management, maca, and green tea for brain function. But I drink this every morning, just 1 cup. And I used to be I'm a regular coffee drinker. I've always been a coffee drinker, but I could have never drank more than 2 cups because it would always upset my stomach. Maxwell House, Folgers, whatever other coffee I was buying would upset my stomach. Remember, because I've got stomach digestive issues. So 2 cups of coffee of regular coffee would always upset my stomach. But I drank this organic coffee in the morning, and that's one product. Mid-morning, I have my coffee in the morning, and then about mid-morning, 10 or 11 o'clock, I have my super greens. I believe this product right here has helped my gut health more than anything. Digestive health, energy and recovery, immune and stress support. Again, I'm not going to go over the ingredients in this. But I drink this in the morning. Super greens. Super greens. And it tastes great. You know, a lot of people are, a lot of people ask me, well, how does it taste? It tastes really, really good. And if you're suffering with pain, you don't care what it tastes like. If you want to get well, you could care less. You just want to feel better. But I'm telling you, it tastes good. But I'm just saying, when you're as desperate as I was, you're willing to do whatever. All right. Moving on, for lunch, every day for lunch, I would have me a protein smoothie, a protein shake. This is a plant-based protein, a plant-based pea protein to be exact. It's dairy-free and gluten-free, like all of our products are, which are very, very important when you're trying to eliminate your inflammation from your body. So I do this plant-based protein smoothie. 1 scoop with water. And then I add in with it my Super Reds. The Super Reds are for cardiovascular health, circulation, brain, and cognitive function. I add 1 scoop of my Super Reds in there, along with 1 scoop of essential amino acids. I had no idea what amino acids were for. Never taken them before. Had no clue how important they were and vital, and very vital for your body to function properly. The very first thing that it says on here is that it supports muscle strength and function. I add this in with my smoothie, along with collagen peptides. If you know what collagen peptides are, or if you know what collagen is, again, collagen is very, very necessary for your bone, joint, and muscle health. And as we age, we lose the collagen. We lose the collagen that we have, and that causes your bones to be more fragile. You lose some strength in your muscles. That's when you start losing the elasticity in your skin. Your hair starts getting thinner and finer and breaking, and things like that. Your nails get real brittle and stuff. But so yeah, I add collagen in there as well. And I have my smoothie every day. And the smoothie and the supplements, I think more so the smoothie has been what has healed my gut health. When I tell y'all that I had Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, that in itself, dealing with that in itself, on top of the back pain stuff, was just a really, really nasty storm. It was just a health disaster for me. But once I healed my gut, and when I tell you I healed my gut, I know I healed my gut because I haven't had a Crohn's flare since, it's been a year since I had a Crohn's flare. I have not had to see my gastrologist. I have not taken any prescription medicines. I went from taking 10 to 12 prescription medications a day. Now I'm down to 2. I was on all kinds of medications for my Crohn's and irritable bowel syndrome. None of that anymore. And it's all because I eliminated the inflammation from my gut. When I tell y'all, and I won't go into the gruesome details if you know what those conditions consist of. Yeah, they were pretty horrific. And so when I tell you that I healed my gut, I 100% know that I've healed my gut, because I don't have any of those symptoms anymore at all. So that's that's it. That's my daily routine. Everybody is wanting to know what supplements I take. That's it. That's all I take. And, you know, all I can say is that I have my life back. And I don't give a damn who believes me and who doesn't. Unfortunately, I wish I don't. I just wish everybody would be more open-minded and to take a look. I just constantly just wish I could just wrap my arms around people that I see suffering and just tell them, you know, there is a way. I see people that are, you know, all addicted to these horrible pain medications, and it hurts my soul because I know what it's like and I was there. And so if I could continue to share my story with people and maybe reach one person in all of my stories. I've got 3 people on here watching me right now. You know, if I can reach one person and it helps them, then it's worth it. It is so worth it to me. It's so worth it. It's funny, I got banned for one, I don't even know why I'm telling this. I got banned from one of my chronic pain support groups that I belong to this morning because I had shared my story this morning on several of my support groups that I'm in, and in my support group that I am in charge of. I shared my story about how today was my surgery day, 6 years ago today, and just shared a little bit about. I didn't even say anything about products. I didn't even say what I was using. I didn't name the company. I didn't say anything. All I did was talk about how I've been on this healing journey over the last year, and that I healed myself through fixing my gut health and getting on proper supplements. And they accused me of, they just said I went against the community standards, and the, hey sister, and they told me that I must leave the group because they told me that they asked me to leave the group because I was sharing information about that it was false information, that I was sharing snake oils. Excuse me? I have nothing here that looks like a snake oil to me. And if it is a snake oil, then great. I'll buy it every day because it's healed me. All of these products have healed me along with my diet. So go ahead. And I've been in this support group for 8 years. Like it was before my surgeries even, because I remember I was searching for answers. I was searching for help before I had even decided to go through my first, even have surgery. So I was in all of these support groups trying to find answers for myself. And yeah, so after all of these years, and now that they actually didn't kick me out, because I checked earlier and I'm still in there. They deleted my post, but they haven't removed me from the group yet, and I'm not sure why. They asked me to leave, But I'm like, well, if they want me to leave so bad and they truly believe that I'm doing any harm or trying to persuade anybody or do anything, you know, I'm real. I'm a real person. Like, if you're trying to think I'm doing anything negative or trying to persuade people to take some snake oils or something, then so yeah, I've removed myself. I did. I was just like, okay, I'll leave. That's fine. I'll leave. And of course, before I left, I told the few people that I know, I was like, I'm so sorry. I've been told to leave the group. I have my own support group over here that I help people share with my story and PDFs of anti-inflammatory, you know, helping people eliminate inflammation. I share recipes. I share stuff that I cook, stuff that I eat on a daily, you know, stuff that I eat, stuff like that. Things to avoid, shopping list. I have shopping list in there that tells people what to go buy. It's an actual shopping list of things that you can look for. And also have like pain trackers in there, because I tell people, you know, try this diet. Here's a pain tracker. Where's my book? I tell people, you know, really watch your diet for a few. Give yourself, it's not going to be 2 weeks. It's not going to be 3 weeks. Dedicate 6 weeks at a minimum to a diet change. Change your diet and see if that doesn't help. And if you're so inclined that you want to try some of these products, then try them, because they have also been very essential in helping me heal. But first and foremost, if you don't believe in taking supplements or products, fine, don't. First and foremost, get your gut health in check and keep your diet in check. And for that, I published a book. I know it's backwards, but I published this book, and it's called Infinite Health. That's the name of my group, Infinite Path to Health and Wellness. And it is a food and fitness tracker journal. And in this journal, it's a weekly meal planner. And every day it also has, we know that hydration is very, very important. So it's got a hydration tracker so that you can track your hydration. And it also tracks your supplements. So I tell people, you know, the people that have joined, and Melissa, I'm ready to try I definitely am ready to, whatever you say, if you think I should try some of these products, then let me try the products. Okay, so they get the Factor 4 or whatever, and I tell them to keep track. I give them a book. I tell them to keep track of your supplements. But this is a weekly meal planner, and I tell people you can use this as a meal planner, or you more so as a food tracker journal to track what you're eating. Track what you're eating per meal, and then journal what your pain is like for the day. Journal your pain. Journal your pain. What are you eating for lunch? What are you eating for dinner? What are your snacks? And it has a note section in here for you to track how you're feeling that day. The important part of this planner is so that you can go back and look at it and look at what was in your what was part of your diet that day, and look at your anti-inflammatory list and say, oh, or your your anti-inflammatory list or your inflammatory list, and see what items you may have consumed that day that could have potentially contributed to your inflammation. Because once I started tracking what I was eating and how I was feeling throughout the day, is when I started, noticing the foods that, I might be feeling great in the morning time, but if I had a Subway sandwich for lunch, by the evening, I would track, how am I feeling? What is my pain levels like? And if I had an extreme amount of pain, then I know, something that I ate today is probably not settling right in my gut. Therefore, contributing to my inflammation. My book also has a fitness tracker in it, and it has a place that you can also it tracks it's got a goal tracker in there. It also tracks your steps, and it also has a mood tracker, because mindset is everything. I can take all these products, but I had to get my mind right. If you remember, I was ready to end it all. So it took a lot for me to get my mindset right. It took a lot for me to get my mindset right. And once I got my mindset right and decided that I was going to fight for me, everything started changing. I decided that I was going to fix myself. It also has just a weekly journal a daily journal in it. It's a weekly journal, so you can journal. This is great for journaling. Is so good for anxiety, for depression. Just writing down how you're feeling for the day. You can use it just for notes, just to, anything, affirmations, whatever. But it's got a journal in it also. But that's it. And again, I call this Infinite Path to Health and Wellness. And at the cover, it says it's a slow process, but quitting isn't an option. It's a slow process, but quitting isn't an option. So, yeah, I was very happy with this, and I'm going to be doing more of these. But everyone that joins my membership gets a free copy. And that's just a great way to help people, because I let them know that, start taking some of these products and get you a journal. And that way you can keep track of of the supplements that you're taking, and how you're progressing with them. How are they, how are you feeling? So yeah, it's been great. But anyway, And then on the back it says, join my group, join my Facebook group, Infinite Path to Health and Wellness with Melissa Ray. That's me. But yeah, I was very excited to get this published. And this is on, you can purchase this on Amazon as well. If you don't want to join the membership, you don't have to. You can purchase it right from my Amazon. You can go right to Amazon, search for it, and you can buy it right on Amazon. I think it's like $9.99. It's not very much, but $10 on Amazon. You can get it on Amazon. But anyway, that's just one little extra perk because I thought it was very, very important. I needed this when I first started this healing journey. I needed this really, really bad. So I put a lot of thought into this when I started creating this. I was like, let me make sure that people have what they need, that they can track what they're eating, they can take notes. If there's something that is that they're eating that may cause that can cause an inflammatory response to them, then they can journal it. They need to journal it. But this is also great too if you're on a weight loss journey. This would have been great for me to have too. It's got at the very front, it's got your before and after results. So the day that you start your journey, you put on there how much you weigh and all your body measurements. And at the end, when you finish this book, at the end of the 14 weeks, that's how long this program is. At the end of the 14 weeks, then you put your ending results here. But this would have been great for me. I had also started a weight loss journey back in 2017. Hush, you quit crying. Whiny cat. In 2017, I was at my highest before I'd even hurt my back. In 2017, I was at my highest weight that I've ever been in my life. And I think that was because I was having so much digestive issues, and so I was having a lot of trouble with that, and I was also, my diet then wasn't good at all. And I was drinking quite a bit of alcohol back then too, but I was 214 pounds when I started my weight loss journey. People don't believe me. My Wi-Fi's freezing up again. People don't believe me. They're like, Melissa, there's no way. You were never that big. Yes, I was. I'm 5'10". I'm 5'10", so I am tall, and I was able to hide my weight very well. But yeah, I was 214 pounds, and I had started doing smoothies and stuff back then. Just I don't know where was I buying? I was buying it on Amazon, whatever, the protein powder that I was buying. But I was just doing a protein powder shake, and I have no idea what was in it, or it wasn't USDA certified. It wasn't gluten-free, dairy-free. It wasn't the quality of the stuff that I'm taking now. But anyway, I went from 214 pounds, now I'm 135. So it would have been great for me to have had this while I was going through my weight loss journey. That would have been great for me to have tracked this. But anyway, that's that. The only other thing that I didn't show, and I know there's only a couple people here that may not even care, the only other products that I use that do help with just like some muscle tension. So, I do have degenerative disc disease throughout my whole spine. So, yeah, my lower spine is really messed up. And my hips, where I have tons of osteoarthritis, And I also have bone spurs on my spine. And I also have, how do you pronounce it? Lordosis. Is that how you pronounce it? So the curvature of my spine is completely opposite. So the normal curvature of your spine, mine is opposite. Mine's bulging the opposite direction. But with the degenerative disc disease that goes out throughout my whole spine, I do get a lot of neck tension in my shoulders. I get a lot of tension up here in my neck and in my shoulders. And late last year, I'd already been with the company for several months, but they came out with a CBD pain relief cream. And I was like, woo, let me try that. So the CBD pain relief cream I rub on my neck and stuff for muscle soreness. And man, this really, really, really does help with just the muscle soreness. So that, and then I also use the CBD oil. I've taken many snake oils in the previous years as well. But nothing had compared to what this is. So that's it in a nutshell. I've been on here for a very long time. This is the longest live I've ever held in my life, I think. I say that on this platform. I do long lives on my TikTok page. But yeah, this is the longest that I've ever gone on here on Facebook. So I appreciate you all that have tuned in with me. And I hope that I'm giving some type of helpful information. I don't know, people are going to think what they want to think, and I'm okay with that. I just repeatedly tell people I'm not here to push products on you. I'm just here to share with you what has worked for me. And if you're so inclined to want to give it a shot, then do it, because you have absolutely nothing to lose here when you can try every single product here that I've showed you. Every single product here for a full 90 days, not 30 days, not 60 days, 90 days. I tell people, give yourself at least 60 days at the minimum. Don't try something for 3 weeks for 30 days and say, oh, it didn't work. It didn't work. I told you all, it took me 3 weeks before I started feeling some relief with the one product, with one supplement that I tried. After 3 weeks of that one product, my pain was starting to float away. So yeah, you've got 90 days, empty bottle, money back guarantee. You take a full bottle, say, hey, that didn't work for me. Okay, send it back. No questions asked, and you get your money back. Like, who does that? Out of all, I had the day that I cleared out my cabinet of all the prescription drugs that I had been given over the years. I wish I had taken a video of it. I really do now. But I was so excited to throw all that shit in the garbage and get it out of my house. Like, I am never taking another pain pill ever again. I'm not taking any of these prescription medicines ever again. And I just threw them all in the garbage. And I was so happy. And now in hindsight, I'm like, I should have taken a video of this, because people are not going to believe of everything that I've taken in my life over the last few years. They would not believe me when I tell them I have taken everything. I have taken it all. And so, yeah. But anyway, let's see. Oh, thank you, Trish. I'm glad. Yeah, so, I just continue to share my story the best I can. I don't reach out to people individually and say, hey, try this. Hey, look at this. Hey, this is this. That's not me. I just like to share my story, and if people want to believe me, they can believe me. But I know for a fact, the people close to me that I have helped are very grateful for the help that I have given them. And so I just continue to share my story that way. But anyway, that's it in a nutshell. And, I'm not 100%. I will never be 100%. Ever. I say I'm pain-free because I'm not in chronic pain 24/7. There's a difference. And I'm always going to have some degree of pain. I'm always, for the rest of my life, I'm going to have some degree of pain. I have permanent neuropathy in my hands and in my feet. My hands are throbbing right now. It's not uncomfortable, but my hands and my feet throb from the permanent nerve damage that I sustained. So I'm always going to have that. That's not going to go away. That's probably, I say that, it might be some miracle and it might go away, but I don't foresee that going away. And I'm okay with that because I can manage that. But the severe throbbing bone pain that many people that have degenerative disc disease, the people that can relate to my pain, that know what I'm talking about when I describe that pain, that's gone. It's gone. And it hasn't returned. It has not returned. It has not returned. And I don't foresee it returning as long as I keep up with my daily routine. As long as I keep up with what I'm doing, I don't foresee that pain ever coming back. I'm always going to have some degree of pain. Always. I've still got degenerative disc disease. I'm always going to have degenerative disc disease. Now, I hope it doesn't progress in other parts of my back. There's still a chance that it could progress in other parts of my spine. I don't know. But I'm going to do, by God, I'm going to do everything that I can to control it the best that I can. And the way that I know to control it, the pain, is to keep my inflammation at bay. And in order to do that, I have to keep my gut health in check. That's it. That's all I do. That's all I know. That's all I know. And that's all I'm going to stick to for the rest of my life till the day I die. This is what I'm doing. Because this is what has given me my quality of life back. This is what has given me the ability to get back to my Tai Chi practice. This has given me the ability to get back to the gym. I hadn't been into a gym in the last 5 years. And I joined a gym last year. I was like, I'm ready to get back to the gym. I'm going to the gym every week. Now, I would like to do it every day, but my schedule, I haven't been able to. But I would like to. I'd go to the gym every day if I could now, because I physically can. I physically can. And yeah, exercise is very important. Motion is lotion. You got to keep moving. But I wasn't able to even move before I got on these products and fixed my gut health. So, you know, it takes a village. It took those three components to get me to where I am today, and I'm better than I have been. Would you hush? Why are you crying? Bodie, baby, I'm sorry. I'm not paying attention to you. You're not hungry. I just fed you. Anyway, yeah. That's all I know. That's all I know. And I've tried to share my experiences as much as I possibly can, get the word out there, because I really truly feel like I have something to offer people. I have, you know, at least it's a suggestion. If you don't have anything else, at least it's a suggestion that you can at least try. You know, if it doesn't work, then okay. But at least it's something that you can try. And if you're anywhere at all near as desperate as I was, you 100% you're willing to give this a try. 100%. So. And again, like I said, this is just a membership club, and you're not forced to buy anything at all. You're not ordering it from me. Once you sign up, you get your own website to order from. So it's like you're purchasing from yourself. And the items come directly to your door, and that's it. But the company is called Live Good, and I don't know if you've heard of it or not. They have been essential in helping me healing my gut health. Live Good. If you want to scan the QR code right here, you can. And that will take you directly to my website. You can scan that QR code right there, and it's going to take you directly to my website. And you can see these are just some of the products. This is just one of my little flyers that I made that I show people. It's in plastic, so it's giving some glare. Let me take it out. But it just... That's it. But the link is in my bio. You can, you know, if you follow me, you can get to it there. Also, the link to my support group is in my bio. And you are welcome to join if you wish. But if not for, you know, if you're not interested in products, you may just want to join for support, because like I said, I do share, I know this is backwards, is foods to avoid on the anti-inflammatory diet. I share PDFs like this in the group that tell people what to eat, what to avoid, fruits and vegetables to avoid. There's a pain tracker in there. There's just stuff that I share in there that can be beneficial to you, whether regardless if you want to try any of these products or not. I don't care. But again, that's my story. And I can't believe I've been on here this long, but it was necessary. I've just been... I've received so many messages today. I was out and about with my father today, and was just getting so... Why are you crying? Just getting so many messages from people in my inbox and my messenger. Were asking me, Melissa, what products are you taking? Melissa, what supplements are you taking? Melissa, what is the diet that you followed? What do you talk about what were you talking about avoiding anti-inflammatory foods? I'm like, you know what? Let me just go on live. Let me do my full story on here, because I hadn't done it on here yet. I've done small bits and pieces here and there. But this was my full on 6-year healing journey story. And I just thought, let me come on here and just lay it out. So here I am. I have nothing to hide. I am just speaking from my heart and 100% from 100% truth. So people can take that for what they will, or, and do whatever they want to with it. But that's all. That's all I got. I'm just grateful and happy to be where I'm at. And, yeah, I'm super, super excited. Last year I was able to do things that I hadn't done in over 5 years. So, yeah, I'm very grateful to be able to get back out and do the things that I love to do. I'm back out hiking last year. Went out hiking, canoed. I canoed and I did an 8-mile canoe trip. I would have never thought that I could have done that again, ever. So, yeah, this journey has been nothing short of miraculous to me. And I will just continue on this journey and share where I can, and reach out and try to help people the best I can. That's all I can do. But, I'm so excited. I've got things are just continue to improve and improve and improve so much that I'm getting ready to start a brand new career. I start March 12th, a brand new job that I'm so super excited about. And, it's a new career that I'm embarking on. Bodie, come here. What are you doing? What are you so crying for? Say hi. Say hi. Say hi, big boy. He's my big boy. He's big boy. He's a Maine Coon. He's my big boy. What are you crying for? They're mad because I've been on the phone and not paying attention to him. You're a big boy. He's a big boy, aren't you? You're heavy. You're so heavy. You're such a big boy. You say hi? You want to get down? He hates it. So anyway, that's it. So I guess I'm gonna hang it up now. And like I said, if anyone is interested, has any questions, please message me. I love chatting. I love talking to people. Obviously, I just was on here for an hour and 45 minutes. That's crazy. But anyway, and I'm sure no one's going to want to come back on here and sit through another whole hour and 45 minutes to watch this replay. But if you do, hashtag replay for me. That would be so great for me to see how many people actually came back in here and watched the replay. So, like I said, I got hair on my lip. Message me if you have any questions, and join my group, Infinite Path to Health and Wellness. And if you want to join this membership club and try out some of these products, then I'll put the link down here at the bottom. Let's see. Doop. Well, I thought I pinned it, but now it won't let me. But anyway, I will put the link down here at the bottom to where you can join, or you can just go and check out the company and see, do your own research. I tell people, do your own research, do your own research, do your own research. Advocate for yourself. Don't take what your doctors say as the say-all be-all. Please don't. Please don't. There is hope and there is help. And you can heal yourself. I'm living proof. It takes mindset and dedication, determination, and will to not give up. Because quitting isn't an option. Quitting isn't an option. So that's it for me. Y'all have a great night. Thank you all so much again for tuning in. I love you all, and I'll see y'all again next time. Have a great night.